Today, we're going to talk about one of the most amazing, wonderful, juiciest topics of all, and that is love. I love love. And I want to set this conversation up by saying that in the English language, the word love is ridiculously misunderstood and overused. We say we love pizza, we love the beach, we love our mom, we love our kids, we love our lover. And we apply this term so generally to everything that I think, creates a lot of confusion. So today I want to teach you, first of all, about different kinds of love. And then as you start to learn about these, I think it'll be really clear what components you can add to your love life to make it more satisfying and enriching and rewarding and exciting. So the Greeks studied love, and they identified multiple ways that we can give, receive, and experience love for each other. And I'm going to break them down. And as you're listening, you're going to be able to identify some that are missing. Like, oh, wow, how much more amazing would it be if we could add this type of love in? So I'm going to break them down and then say how you can kind of cross-apply them in different relationships. Because love, remember, is more than just romantic. There's multiple ways we receive it. And we can layer them and stack them on top of each other. So first of all, let's talk about Eros love. Because for Valentine's Day, everybody is like focused on this Eros love. Eros is the erotica. That's the passion and the desire for someone's body. That tends to feel a little bit lusty and has that sort of sexual excitement and tension in there. That's all that good stuff that we like to feel. Now, typically this lasts like 6 months to 2 years, but couples can maintain this. And for a lot of people, this becomes missing. We'll talk about other kinds of love that evolve and develop in a relationship. But this one I think is really important to keep around. It makes it exciting. It keeps it interesting. It keeps it engaging. So Eros type of love is only one type. And the Greeks actually looked upon this with a little bit of skepticism because they saw this as a way that could really be dangerous if it was too all-consuming. The next kind of love I'm going to talk about is the most beautiful love of all. It's the purest and highest form of love. This is called agape love. And this is the type of love we carry in our spirit, and it's a love for all humanity. It's a love that's unconditional. It's a love that says no matter what you did, no matter who you are, no matter your shortcomings, I love you. I have empathy for you. And my connection to you is to do you good, right? It's that deepest kind of love. It's the kind of love that's very spiritual, that typically we can only receive and experience from a higher power, whether you call that God or the universe or whatever that connection is for you. But as we start to live and move and breathe in that, we can then extend that sort of agape love to each other. The next love is Philia. Philia is the love between friends. This is built on mutual respect. This has loyalty in it. This has a sense of equality to it. It's brotherly, sisterly love. And this is a beautiful love. This can also involve physical touch as we give each other hugs and we convey our warmth and kisses and those sorts of things. It's not romantic love. It's brotherly love, like the kind, again, that you have with friends and people that you just really respect and enjoy spending time with. The next kind of love I'm going to talk about is called Ludus. Ludus love is flirty and playful and teasing and fun and exciting and giddy. And this is typically what you feel in the beginning when you're getting to know somebody and you're flirting with them, trying to catch their eye, playing little tricks on them, little games, that sort of thing. And this is something you can totally keep in your relationship. You can even see older couples doing that. I have this little meme of this older couple walking in a garden and the guy's grabbing his wife's butt, right? It's hilarious. But keeping this sort of playful, flirty love makes the relationship exciting, keeps that interest level there. You never know what the person's going to do when you get home. And this is something that if you're aware of it, even as I'm talking, that, gosh, I'm really missing that in my relationship, just start today. Go back, remember how that was to be playful and fun and flirty. So many couples get bogged down in the heaviness of life, meaning the duties with the kids and responsibilities and bills and problems that they're having and fights and resentment that gets layered, and it takes away that sense of play and fun and flirtatiousness that we had. But it's so important to bring that in there and just have that play and fun and levity together. That will make for a long-term relationship. The next love we have is called Starr, and this is the kind of love we have for our children. This has to do with bonding. It can be one-sided. It has to do with dependency. So as a parent would sacrifice themselves and give to a child who's not necessarily able to reciprocate. And it has a little bit of that sense of year after year after building that deep bond and emotional connection. This is the type of love we typically have in families, although we'll talk about how that can be relationships too. And typically as more emotional investment and time increases, the value of that connection and relationship increases as well. Then we have pragma. And I love this kind of love. This is the difference between people who are kind of playing the field and dating and don't mind bouncing from relationship to relationship and just having new experiences. That's all fine. But you will never get this kind of love. And this is called pragma. And this is what happens when there's this unique bonded love that takes years and years to build. It's the difference between falling in love, which is the Eros stage, and the flirty Ludus stage. It's the difference between that and the pragma love, where you're standing in love and you're growing in love. It's not falling in love. And it takes years and years of dedication. It's everlasting love. It's equal effort to maintain that. And it's a love that matures over years and an everlasting love. How beautiful to have that in your relationship. And I've heard stories of, older couples who one dies and the next day, or even a couple hours, the other one dies. Like the pragma between them was so strong, that everlasting bond, that connection to each other, that they actually, when one spirit slipped from their bodies, the other one wanted to go with it, right? So this is very beautiful. The last love I'll talk about is called Falasha, and that is the love for yourself. That is understanding your self-worth and honoring your needs and holding yourself in high esteem and experiencing that sort of unconditional acceptance and love for yourself, which is so important, because if you truly don't experience a lot of that, then how can you give that to another person? So all of these loves are amazing. I love how they're broken down into different categories, and now we can see how we can layer them. So now that you're aware of all the loves in your romantic relationship, which one's missing? Which one would add a lot of value and connection there? Do you need more of that Ludus play? Do you need more of their Eros, that erotica, that desire for each other? Do you need more of a friendship? So many couples do not even have a good friendship. They might have a good sexual chemistry, but when it comes down to actually just respecting each other and having loyalty to each other and liking who that other person is, they don't even have that kind of Philia love. And what about agape love? No matter what, I love you. And I'm going to step into that and have compassion for you. You acted out of your own stage of being human, just like I'm in a stage of being human. That sort of agape love. Maybe your relationship's missing that, and you can develop more of that. Or maybe you're missing some love for yourself, that Falasha type of love. Maybe that needs to be more enhanced in you so you have more to give in your relationship. So for Valentine's Day, if you are in a relationship, take some of these types of love that I talked about and think about how you could enhance the love you have in that relationship. Do you need more play? Do you need more erotica? Do you need more of a friendship, that Philia type of love? Do you need more of the agape, where you're just unconditionally accepting what that person's going through or how they're feeling or how they're messing up? Think about that and bring that into your relationship in whatever ideas you have of, like, how could I bring more play and flirtiness in? Or how could I bring more erotica and desire in? Or how could I bring more of a friendship into this? Think about that. I can actually make another video for you on how to do some of those things. I have a lot of ideas. But for today, I'm just going to say, if you're in a relationship, coming up on Valentine's Day, think about which love could enhance that relationship and just do a little couple action steps to bring that in. If you're single and you're coming up in Valentine's Day, look at all the love in your life. This is amazing. We just covered 6 or 7 ways of all this love that's in you, around you, through your friends, through your family, through the love you have for yourself, for the love you can feel for humanity. Maybe you don't have the Eros love right now, or that special person in your life, but on Valentine's Day, celebrate love anyway. Celebrate all the love that is out there that you can breathe and live and feel and experience, and how beautiful that is. And commit your desires. If you desire to be in a special relationship with somebody, commit that to the universe and let it go. Have trust that it's going to come to you when the time is right. And then celebrate when you see other people loving on each other for Valentine's Day. Celebrate that, because your turn is going to come too, and you can be happy for them just like you're going to be happy for yourself when it's your time. I hope this added value to you, whether you're single or in a relationship. Have a beautiful Valentine's Day. Celebrate that love, feel that love, Subscribe to my channel. I'm going to continue to feed you with good stuff. And I'm actually going to do a follow-up to this about how to build intimacy in your relationships and a couple tips to build a couple of these different loves in like specific ways that you can add more friendship, that you can add more play and flirtiness, that you can add more sexual desire and romance. I'm going to do a follow-up for you next week. Stay tuned.